Alright, we're back again with more Buzzwole, Lycanroc versus Solgaleo Ninetales. We're going to start a fresh set. Blake, heads or tails?
Oh, we'll go heads again. It worked last time, so keep it
Well,
rolling.
2 for 2.
I'm the man.
3, 4, 5, 6. Look at you getting a 50-50 correct twice. Alrighty, I have a basic.
I have 2.
Ooh,
Take that.
take that. Robbie Williams, mate. That joke probably doesn't resonate particularly well with our demographic of just you.
Or me. Right, for those of you who watched the previous set, we enjoyed it so much that we thought we'd give it another go.
Yeah. And it definitely wasn't because I was very upset the fact that I bricked once and stuffed up the first time.
I'm gonna touch a DC choice bands. There you go. To Sightseer.
Ooh, Sightseer to start off.
A metal and a custom catcher and draw 4.
Sure. Now, we're going to do our very first bit of viewer interaction here. So the 6 people that do watch. What we're going to do is we're going to name this type of content something. We're going to give it a bit of a brand name. Now, I came up with proxy boxing, but Blake wasn't happy with it.
No, I thought that was a bit too camp for...
It is a little bit. So we're probably going to go with something like Training Center or something similar to that.
Which was my suggestion.
Yeah, Blake's suggestion was a much better one in the long term. But if you have a suggestion, then feel free to comment below. And, you know, whilst you're at it, you can smash that like button and hit subscribe, ring the bell.
Ring that bell.
Ring that bell, baby. Because the last thing you want to do is miss out on this random Pokemon content.
I mean, if you're keen on watching stuff from the latest sets, then this is be your go-to channel to see all the new decks fighting each other.
Because one of the things that I've kind of noticed all the other channels on YouTube is they do lots of these type of videos, but they only ever play the deck like once.
Yep. I'll pass.
No worries. So I'm kind of thinking that it would be really great to give us a bit more, a bit more of a look at those decks, just to see what we can come up with. I'm gonna Cynthia, just a completely dead hand.
Yep.
But yeah, just to see those decks multiple times before we start considering what to play. Because I mean,
no one wants to see their favorite deck get demolished and lose all faith in it, and then not play it and have it turn out to be good.
Yeah,
if one bad matchup happened to be proxied against.
Yeah, exactly. So playing it against multiple different decks or multiple different times just to see how it goes. Because I know, like, the videos that I've watched where Lost March is being played, I've seen it played on one channel once and it just got crushed because it didn't set up, and then that was that.
Yeah, I think if you're antsy for Lost March, probably it's one of the reasons why we haven't featured it so far is the fact that so many other channels are focusing on it. If you want Lost March content, there's plenty of it. Not that there's not going to be any here. That is quite the draw.
Yep, that's pretty good. And then I'm going to beacon as well, so...
Yep. That's exceptional.
But yeah, so that's our plan anyway going forward. I think we're going to stick for one video a day, just for a bit. Because I reckon we can sustain it.
Yeah,
and then we'll see how we go.
We should be able to, as long as Mitch, our main guy, can keep up with it and get a partner for every day. Especially the way we record at the moment, we should be able to keep it up.
I don't see any reason why we can't. What's my other Pokemon going to be here, Matt?
Matt?
No, you're not Matt. You're Blake. Sorry, I'm just so used to playing Matt.
Sorry, I'll just go.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That is fair. It's a little bit late for Matt. This is probably the latest that we've recorded.
I would say if you're not already holding it, it'd be a Alolan Ninetales.
Well, I'm already holding it, which is why it's such a tough decision.
Well, then it'd have to be a Lycanroc or a Dancey or a second Buzzwole. I mean, your choices are really pretty limited.
That's the thing, is they really are. I reckon we're probably going to go and grab the Diancie.
Yep.
Just because it seems
alrighty.
like
I'll
the
draw for
hardest
turn
thing to come up with.
This is good. Oh my god, it is good. Okay, so fortunately I don't have much in the ways of am I gonna have to beacon here? I'm just going to attach a fairy energy to the bench and I'm gonna Cynthia.
Sure.
As much as I'd like to manually retreat into a beacon, I think my odds of hitting a lower Ninetales off the Cynthia are good enough. I can manage this.
I reckon you can do it.
This is the make it or break it turn. If I can get this on Ninetales and have a breakout turn, then it's very hard for you to catch up.
Yes.
Alright, so if I was to list all the things that I wanted to happen, that happens.
It would be a small list?
Yeah, it's a very small list.
Yes. Come on. We get to play a game. Let's play a game.
So we'll rescue Stretcher, Cosmo into hand, and evolve the Cosmog with the DCE onto it.
Sure.
And then we will pass on to you.
No worries. Draw for turn. Okay, so what you're saying is I need to find a way to kill this.
So you're telling me you have a
Vulpix.
chance.
So what you're saying is there's a chance. Problem here though is that I can either Guzma and kill, or Guzma and hit 50 into this Vulpix, which is not enough. Or I can get the Beast Ring but not be able to
Use it.
not be
Yeah,
able.
that's the.
Not the Beast Ring, sorry, the Beast Energy. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
The most awkward thing about your deck is most likely that if you use a Alolan Ninetales before I start taking prizes, then it's very, very awkward.
Well, my big problem that I'm having at the moment is that I want to Alolan Ninetales to get some things, but in doing so I lock the Ninetales in the active. So I need to have a skateboard in order to get out of the active to make things a little bit more interesting.
Alolan Ninetales only has B1 retreat, doesn't it?
No, it has two.
Does it?
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's not great. So I'm going to Tapu Lele here. Grab a Cynthia. And we're going to see how we go.
Yeah, I suppose when you can't make up your mind, you just let the deck tell you what you're going to do.
Well, I don't want to do that. But
sometimes I let it happen, but not very often.
I think that's what I'm going to have to kind of...
Because I think you're in a position where by deliberately going for an option that's not obviously the right one, it makes it the worst one because of the resources you have to use.
Well, like, to get this play to happen... Well, the play is impossible to happen unless I pull it off this Cynthia, so... Let's Cynthia. I'm just going to play it. I'll let the deck tell me what I'm going to do. Because I'm not well enough versed with this deck at the moment to make those kind of decisions on the fly.
It is some of the first times we're playing both of these decks, so misplays are going to happen. As much as I dislike that line that Rare Candy uses, because I always get angry at them when they misplay.
Yeah,
when I'm watching.
But you know, it happens. But
No,
that's just that's the nature of proxy boxing, Blake.
You mean in doing battle in the training center?
Possibly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Patent pending.
Patent pending. Patent pending. All right, let's see what we got.
Did you manage to edit that?
No, I didn't. I didn't.
Well, you can't upload.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you upload it?
I have not yet. I don't think. I think.
Okay, well you can't. It's not upload ready until
I've edited it.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward because now it's gonna be like out of context because you're not in the mindset.
Yeah, everything's gone wrong. I reckon we're going to just... See, this is even worse now, because now I don't even have an energy attachment. The deck's told me that I need to beacon, so I'm just going to have to beacon. let's grab myself Lycanroc. And I reckon we're going to get... Ooh. Oh, yeah, Buzzwole. Let's do that.
Alright, I'll draw for 10. So, I'm going
People that are
to
watching this are very upset about my misplayers, Blake.
I'm going to evolve into Solgaleo GX. And
pass.
I'm going to Guzma out your Rockruff.
Sure thing.
I'm going to attach a DC to Cosmog. Actually, I'm gonna hold it. And I will Turbo Strike for the knockout, and I'll accelerate a basic metal energy to this
boy.
This Alolan Vulpix.
Sure thing. I'll play down a Buzzwole, and then I'm going to Brooklet Hill.
Oh, can I Brooklet Hill? I was going to do it, but I forgot.
Yeah, go on. Go on. Only because I like you.
Oh, you're a champ. It's so hard to remember all the things I'm gonna do in a turn because I'm looking at my own board and not on
Yeah.
the computer screen.
No, I know. It's kind of a weird sensation when you're first getting used to it.
It hasn't really come up too much yet because there hasn't been many cases where you could both use the stadium in your videos.
Yeah, that's true. This is probably the first time, to be fair. Alright, let's see what this Cynthia gives me. So far, I've just been confused, really. Just been staring, confused at my cards, hoping that everything works out, and it hasn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alrighty then. What we're going to do is we're going to attach a fighting. We're going to attach a choice band. We're going to attach a skateboard. And we're just going to boop you for 60, and we'll put 30 on that...
80.
Oh, sorry, 80 with the D-answer. Yes, you're right. And I'll boop 30 onto that there. Vulpix with energy, I reckon.
Without the energy?
With the energy, I reckon.
With the energy, alright, so you're breaking up a bit.
Say again, sorry?
You're breaking up.
Oh, that's alright. See, from here, everything was clear, so it just sounds like you're being a dickhead.
Yeah, that's fun, no, what's funny about that, because it was definitely breaking up. Now, so...
Can I... 4 times 6, how much... Maths is hard, Blake. 2 what? 4 times 6. It's 240.
240.
Plus D-answer, so I can still do that.
Yeah.
So if I did that, I'd be hoping for the best.
Yeah, you'd be the best around, and I would say no one would be able to keep you down.
Well, apart from that Vulpix on the bench that immediately comes back and kills me. My situation here is...
I think you should just Jet Punch.
I can double Beast Ring, or I can Ultra Ball for a Lele and then hope I get into it at energy, which I reckon is probably the safest thing. So I'm gonna Beast Ring and Ultra Ball from Mysterious Lead.
Right.
Oh, hang on, no I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't worry about that. I've got an Ultra Ball in hand. What am I doing?
You're an Ultra Ball in hand.
I've got an Ultra
So
Ball
what,
in
you're
hand.
just looking for a card to bin?
I think so.
Because that has often been the case for me.
I think I'm at the point where I'm going to grab the Field Blower. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna Ultra Ball, getting rid of Field Blower and a Skateboard. So now, and Beast Ring at the same time. So I'll put my 2 energy on the Buzzwole.
Yep.
I'll grab the Lele. And then let's have a looky do.
You've already played 2 Cynthias.
For a Cynthia. Which I will play. Alright, we got there in the end. I think I've played 3, Blake.
3?
I think so.
Oh boy.
It's not
3
good.
3 plus 1 is 4.
3 plus 1 is 4, traditionally. Now, the big problem that I have here is if you return this Buzzwole, again, I just lose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because I won't be able to put myself in a position to catch you. So we'll put those there. I am going to Beast Ring again.
That was the last thing I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
Just energy attachment. Just gonna get the one with V-string.
Just gonna get the one.
I think so.
And then I will attach down here on the rock rough. We will retreat. And Absorption GX to knock out Solgaleo.
You know what? I'm starting to get a little frustrated that this thing keeps dying in one hit when it's an absolute monster.
When it's 250 HP, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not ideal.
I have to ask you to stop that. To attach. Where this Tapu Lele that I unprized.
Ooh, lucky you. Goes and grabs that Tech Olivia. Probably
Oh,
shouldn't.
thank you for reminding me about
Probably
that.
shouldn't have said that.
Oh my god! I was absolutely just gonna Cynthia. What an idiot!
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god, you're the best friend.
I know. It's alright. Can I just attach some more energy
Oh,
then?
oh god. That is absolute comedy. You can't write that stuff. Like,
Jeez.
that was really good writing, Mitch.
That's alright. No worries.
Oh.
I think at this point we're in a position where I cannot win.
So, I'm going to evolve here.
Yep.
Gonna go to hand. Going to grab rare candy to reassess the hand.
Handy candy.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You know what? That's right.
Alright, what are we doing here? What are we doing? How do I come back from 4-1 prizes down with no powered attackers on the board? I don't think I can.
Tell you what, we're gonna do. Check the discard real quick.
No worries. Okay, so
that's right. I ditched the other one. That makes sense now.
so I think in a tournament situation, Blake, I'm probably scooping at this point.
You wanna yell at me for slow rolling?
No, I'd have scooped, I think. So
Yeah.
because I mean, as soon as you kill this, my options to return are not great. In fact, no, that's alright. I'll let you take the knockout and I'll see what I get next turn.
So,
How we doing?
yeah. Okay.
We're there. See, this is where we need a third person to fill this awkward silence.
Yeah, I know. I'm just thinking. So instead of the Solgaleo, I'm just gonna grab the Lele instead.
Alright.
You're gonna grab rare candy and stretcher.
Yep.
That way I get the good Solgaleo, well, the better one energy attacker.
Yeah, the one attachment.
And that one can kill your Ninetales on the bench for the last prize if you evolve into Lycanroc,
Yes.
or it can kill the Diancie, whereas the other Solgaleo needs a lot more help.
Yes.
So,
I think that's a fair and reasonable thing to have done, Blake.
and also if you return the knockout, which you most likely do, then I have a return. So, Rescue Stretcher, the Solgaleo jacks to hand, rare candy. Yeah.
How am I going to take a knockout here, Blake, out of curiosity?
Now you absorbed, right?
Yeah.
No, I don't know then.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Mitch problem to me.
Yeah, it does. It's a big Mitch problem.
It's not a
Which is
Mitch
why I was saying I'd probably scoop at this point.
And
'Cause-
then
'cause I can't.
sublimation. Yeah,
Sure.
can sublimate the heck out of that thing.
Alrighty, what are we doing? Let's attach an energy to the Rockruff. We are going to... I don't know, Lycanroc up the Lele. Let's do that. And we will Brooklet Hill. Grabbing a Buzzwole, I guess. No. Let's grab a Vulpix.
Think it out. Let's finish it off strong.
And then I will most likely retreat into the Lycanroc and pass. Alright, I can take a knockout next turn. There's nothing to do, Blake. It's your turn.
Alright. You know what's annoying? I'm just not holding it.
I just don't have the win.
Alright, interesting. Well, let's do some thinning. Ultra Ball, and Elm. Just grab that Dialga because
Why not?
why not? And then I'm gonna. Sounds good. Is that more important?
Talk through your thought process, Blake. What's the
Yeah.
thought?
Well, see, I'm in a dilemma because I've got two custom catches, which in this case is not the game because I'm not holding the DCE. So I think I'm gonna have to throw away that because you're not taking a knockout in a hurry. I'm gonna have to throw away like a bunch of what was previously win conditions, so that I can thin for some pressure. I mean, the Guzma onto the Vulpix is a win at the moment with White Silver Wind, so we'll dig for that this turn. If not, do something else.
Sure.
One custom catcher to draw through. Okay. Attached to the active,
Yep.
we will catcher to draw 2.
Sure.
Got the Guzma.
Nice.
Go to game 2.
Sure thing. I will go first. Now we need to make a decision about whether or not I'm getting beaten because the matchup is bad, or whether I'm getting beaten because the player is bad.
No, I'm finding it hard for you to, like, there's every time you're put in like one of these spots, like you have to kill the Solgaleo that's accelerating energy. There's no other way to go about it for you.
Yeah,
like,
I have
with
to.
the board state presented to you.
Exactly. And it makes me think
So-
maybe I should be focusing down stuff with some jet punching. Oh, pardon me. I should be doing a bit more jet punching early game to make those numbers a little bit easier to hit. But you got max potion, so
Yep.
it's still
And,
tough.
I would say that this is a favourable matchup by the looks of it, because a lot of your usually one shots are stretched to their limits here.
Oh, aren't they ever? And you have easy one shots on 66% of my deck, presuming that you don't just be an idiot.
Yep. Which I did do in game 2 of our previous set by attaching them to the wrong Pokemon.
Oh, but hey.
Still won the set, didn't matter, all good. All
Sure
over, but you would have watched that video first.
5, 6, 7. Exactly. So we'll see what happens. We'll build it up. Alright. I'm going first. So I've actually got things to do. I might actually be able to start a set without feeling like I'm already behind.
Alright, I've got some basics.
Alright, I'm going to start us off. Draw for turn. Gonna
I'm
Ultra
almost-
Ball, getting rid of
If
an
Beacon
energy.
wasn't like the sole reason for like half of this deck, I'd be curious as to why Ditto Prism isn't in this list, but I think it's fine. Because the majority of basics are using attacks, so
Hmm.
having a Ditto just be there to evolve into level 9 tells is not ideal.
No, but it
But
does
that
provide a little bit
leaves-
of flexibility, doesn't it? Like, it gives you
It
the option.
does. So if there's a good stage 1 steel or fairy types that attack off 1 energy.
Willy for 6.
Yep.
4, 5. Oop, I've just drawn 2. It's alright, I didn't see it. Don't call a judge, please. And that's your
Judge.
turn.
Draw for turn. Elm.
Have you had that naturally every game that we've played?
No, I 3 times
3 times. Okay, fair enough.
out of.
Well, as long as it's not
I had
natural
to-
every time.
I had to Lele for it once, so I've had two natties and 1 natural.
I see.
I said 2 natties and 1 natural. That's 3. That's
Two-
3 natties.
2 natties and 1 natty.
2 Vulpix, 1 Cosmog, or 1 Vulpix, 2 Cosmog?
What are the
that's a lot.
chances of me getting the knockout on this Vulpix? I guess that's the decision that you need to make.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab 2 Vulpix and a Cosmog.
Probably not a bad idea.
So I think if I was gonna target down something, I would target down the Vulpixes.
Fair call. That's my plan. But I mean, we'll see if it happens or not. You know.
And then what we'll do, we'll attach a metal energy to Cosmog,
Yep.
and then we will beacon.
Sure thing. Draw for
Beacon
turn.
will fetch Null and Ninetales
That's a Solgaleo, but I know where you're going
and
with
the
it.
Solgaleo.
No worries. I'm going to
Turn
play
one of
down
those
Brooklet Hill, which I will
Mhm.
use. Let's see here.
I think the main thing that's working against you here is that you don't have hand disruption for my beacons.
Yes, that is a frustration. Like, I mean, it's not the end of the world, but it's definitely not good.
No.
I'm gonna grab an Alolan Vulpix off of the Brooklet Hill, and then I'm gonna fill my bench up with Tapu Leles. Because I'm gonna go about this strategy slightly differently. We are going to grab Lucia for Diancie and Beast Energy.
That is savage.
So I will attach the Beast Energy to this Buzzwole, and we'll force you to have a knockout on it next turn, or otherwise it's going to start doing some stuff. Alright. Beautiful. So we'll Jet Punch.
Where's the 30?
We'll put the 30 on to the Cosmog with the energy, please.
Seems fair.
Because I've had problems getting to 250 in the past. 200, not so
so-
much. 250 is an
Well, the
issue.
Ninetales.
Sure thing.
2?
Sure. Okay.
Candies.
Candy. Alright.
Now.
This is a lot more interesting now.
Yes. It is.
I'm just gonna
I'm going to
jam out to my beats over here.
Brooklet Hill.
Yep.
Notice that I
Brooklyn
grabbed
Hill.
my lower Vulpixes already.
They're all gone.
And then attach a DC and we will Soul Burst.
Sure thing. Yeah, draw. Alrighty. So, we've got a couple of things we can do now, which is very exciting. I need to do how much? 220. Seems very doable.
I think you're only 10 off at the moment.
I am. So we're gonna attach that bad boy there. That's 210. Oh, I need to do 10 more now. I can do it one of two ways. I can Kukui and save the Ninetales for later. Or I can Ninetales and set myself up for next turn. Alright. I'm gonna grab him. I'm gonna Ninetales for... let's see. What am I gonna play? I'm gonna Ninetales for a choice band. And a beast ring, I think. $160, $190, $210, $240. And that's enough to kill this fellow, which is exciting. Alright. I should also probably do a bit of Brooklet healing whilst I'm here. I'm gonna grab a Rockruff with Brooklet Hill. And then I'm gonna Knuckle Impact for knockout on this Solgaleo. Alrighty, now we're in with a shot. Alrighty. See, I know that I've done a good thing when Blake goes dead silent because he's thinking.
Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to deal with this crit. So, draw for 10.
Alright.
New rescue stretcher. Cosmog onto the bench.
Yep.
Into Guzma up along the Ninetales.
Sure thing.
And then we'll Turbo Strike along Ninetales for knockouts.
No worries. Draw for turn.
Two basic metal.
Alright, so how do I get to 250? 160, 190, 240. Oh my goodness. Alright. So we're gonna Brooklet Hill. Gonna grab another Buzzwole.
Oh no, he's just got it like that.
Oh, he has it like that. So we're going to double Beast Ring onto that bad boy. It's happened, Blake. I've done it.
Yeah, I don't see the win here.
Now I'm gonna field blower Brooklet Hill. I've just kicked my camera in excitement.
I noticed that.
It's alright, we're back. And then I'm going to play down Professor Kukui. And I'm gonna attach an energy down here. Because it's madness that I can do that. Then, if my calculations are correct, Knuckle Impact is more than 250. Which is obscene.
Alright, I'm gonna promote this, because if this doesn't work... Well, Ninetales.
Sure.
Hope this isn't new. Oh, that's the sound of a man dying inside.
A man being upset. It's happened. I've been able to get Buzzwole GX to do the thing that it's supposed to do.
Cards in hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Alright, you cut out before you finished counting. What's the final number?
10.
Okay.
10.
So we're gonna grab an Ultra Ball. We're also going to grab... Oh wait, I already have an Ultra Ball. Grab a custom catcher.
Yep.
And we're going to a field blower.
Sure thing.
And then you're just going to play field blower on your choice band and your escape board.
Sure.
We're going to custom catcher your Rockruff.
Sure.
2. I'm just going to Ultra Ball away Guzma, Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
For Tapu Lele, for Judge.
Sure. Which I presume you are playing. Alright. So I'm still feeling pretty confident.
Yep, you have every right to be.
The best bit is that it's the first time I've felt this way. It's the first time you were able to make me feel this way, Blake.
Oh man, no, that's not even good enough. Thought it was.
As in, it's not even good enough to save the Ninetales?
Yeah, because the beast energy is 210,
Yeah.
so...
Oh, if it makes you feel any better, I got a Guzma off the Judge.
Yeah. That makes me feel better.
No worries.
Right, we'll go to a third.
Go to a third.
My red candy was prized.
Oh, yuck.
So I could not grab big Solgaleo GX, do 230, and then judge you like I was planning to do.
Yeah, no, fair enough.
So I would have knocked it out, gone down to 2, and then...
And then
yeah.
put me in an
And
awkward
then
position.
you would have been on four cards again, and requiring yourself to either knock this out
Yeah.
or somehow knock out the others.
Although, did you Lele for Judge in the end? I think you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if everything happened the same way, I still would have got the Guzma and then killed the Lele on the bench, so...
I will go first.
Sure thing. Alrighty.
So, if your deck goes right, I can't use Soul Burst. That's good to know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got one.
Right, I've got a basic also.
No worries. Let's get cracking.
Cosmog. Drift turn. Ooh, Elm. So I've just got it like that.
He has it like that, ladies and gentlemen.
It's the question I have to ask myself every time, really.
Is what are you gonna get?
Yeah.
I think if I start with a Buzzwole in the active, you just kind of have to presume that it's gonna die.
I'm grabbing the second Cosmog.
That's probably not an unreasonable thing to do.
Because I think the odds of you having Guzma Beast or...
Yeah, Guzma Beast is a low percentage chance, isn't it? I mean, I know I said that like I have it, I don't.
And then... we pass.
No worries, draw for turn. Alright, we are going to play down Brooklet Hill. Because I'm nice.
I was going to say there's the other reason why it's not so bad to only get the one.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be able to kill that Ninetales this turn, but I can kill this Cosmog, presuming that everything goes fine off of this Lily. Whilst I'm here, I'll be Brooklet healing as well. I'll grab that. And then the Lily from the Lele. I mean, I won't be killing it. Well, now that I'm thinking about it. My head was in the clouds.
If you get boost energy.
Like, I mean, let's just go. Let's see what happens. 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, there's a Lucia. That could have got me it. Too slow. That's alright. We're jet punching for 50 and 30 on the vault pick. For that, let's put it on the Cosmo. Because we learned that 250 is hard to hit.
Cosmog?
Yes, please.
Yep. Draw for turn. Explosion of 50.
Sure thing.
Bench Dialga to get it out of my hand. Cynthia.
Sure thing. This one's going to go a lot more interestingly.
Yeah. All it took was one game where you got the upper hand and I suddenly don't feel as invincible as I did in the first set we played.
That's potentially true, although you did you have an energy in hand then?
No.
No. Because, I mean, you could have gone for the Olivia play again. Olivia is
didn't
a
have
nuts.
that either.
Oh, you did. Oh, sorry, you didn't. I thought you lay-laid for it. My apologies. You just had the had the fresh Cynthia in the hand.
Alright, Brooklet Hill.
Sure thing. Vulpix.
Wow. Touch retreat.
Ooh, yeah.
Wheel beacon.
Sure thing. Alright, draw for turn. I'm going to play Sia. And whilst I'm in here, I'll Brooklet Hill too. So I'm grabbing the Beast Energy with the Lucia. And I'll Brooklet Hill. Put down another Buzzwole GX. I will also head back in a second, I think. No, I won't. I'll shuffle that. I won't go back in.
Missing attachment early has sucked because it reduces the potency of my Ninetales against this matchup.
100%.
Which is what I wasn't missing earlier.
Tell you what, I'm just going to Jet Punch for knockout and then 30 onto the Cosmog on the bench for another knockout.
Yep.
Alright.
Tell you what, let's make some more heads up plays this time.
How much HP does that Dialga have?
130.
130. 130.
So mad at myself. Alright, made a mistake. Search.
It's an interesting one, this now.
Just shouldn't have ditched the DCE. Had the option between that and the fairy.
Oh, and you chose to keep the fairy.
Yeah, I chose to keep the fairy because I have less copies of it in the deck.
Yeah,
Which makes sense to some
extent, and then you realise that if you ditch the fairy, you can just attach it with your.
That evolve picks too. I think I'm just gonna go passive this one. Rare candy.
Solgaleo bros.
And then it's not, is it? Touch a fairy here.
Yep.
Oh, Gerode.
Sure thing. And beacon on? Sure thing. Draw for turn. You're grabbing Tapu Lele. And Alolan Ninetales, no worries. I'm going to attach to Buzzwole. Then I'm going to evolve into Alolan Ninetales. Using Mysterious Lead, we're going to grab an escape board and a beast ring. Alrighty. We are going to attach the escape board to Tapu Lele. We're going to Guzma out the Alolan Ninetales. And we'll retreat back into Old Mate here. And then we are Knuckle Impacting for 210, which is a knockout. Whew.
Drift out.
Sure thing. So you can tell that this matchup's got a lot closer because Blake is now being exceptionally quiet. Doesn't even respond to that. It's amazing.
Yeah, I know you cut out for me.
Oh, yep. No worries, sorry.
That's alright. Grab 2 custom catchers and custom catcher out your Diancie.
Diancie, no worries.
Which is what I was going to do earlier. So if I didn't ditch the Ds, I was going to Guzma out your Diancie and attack with Solgaleo GX, and then in that case, I would have accelerated the fairy because I retreated it.
Yeah.
So really, the whole, like, I botched the whole game.
That's alright. It's okay.
Oh yeah. So, excellent. So, Nancy's out there. Choice band.
Yep.
Lele.
Sure.
Lele groups judge.
Sure.
Play it.
Sure thing. Alrighty.
So the odds of me getting the DC off this
Are pretty slim.
are pretty slim, but the odds of me winning this game are pretty slim. So basically,
Yeah. So you gotta
Wait a
go for it.
Yep.
Like
'Cause
100% hinges on it.
fucking turbo strike onto this other Solgaleo GX, then we have a game.
We do.
But if not, we do not.
I've never a truer word has been spoken.
It's hilarious though, because I have this cute tech card so that decks like this can't hit 250, and I just haven't seen it the entire time we've been playing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Still have not seen it. In that case, touch,
Yep.
and to say goodbye to all the Ninetales and to this Soulburst.
No worries. Well, I'll draw for turn, and I reckon this is gonna do it, Blake. I'm gonna attach that there. We're gonna Ultra Ball the rest. Grab the Lycanroc and bring out the old Ninetales.
Or the Lele.
Or either or, yeah. Bring them up. Knuckle Impact for the last 2 prizes.
Yep. Cool.
Jeez.
Clean 6-0. That was rough.
That was rough.
So I prized a DCE, which didn't help, and I
No.
care to pay attention to that. But my tech card to help stop you from doing that for the people at home is Lysander Labs.
What does Lysander Labs do?
Lysander Labs stops all tool cards in play from having an effect. So I don't have to worry about field blowing your choice bands and escape boards. They just don't work.
They just don't work.
And they're still on there.
That's actually not a bad card. I like that. I like that idea.
And
But hey.
against you, when you absolutely needed choice bands to do all your math, that would have been excellent to draw into, but
To have,
only
yeah.
played one and I wasn't drawing into it, so it's unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
One apiece.
Yep, one apiece. We might need to play another one at some point, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
But yeah, I've got to head back home and take care of a very upset papa.
I think that's probably where we're at. So anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Feel
Thanks for watching me
free.
get my bottom beaten in this episode.
Well, hey, that's all right. I was beaten previously, so it's 1-1.
Yep.
Thanks very much. We'll catch you all next time for more proxy boxing.
Training center.
Yep, whatever we're gonna call it. See ya.
Training center.
Training center.